This is the greatest build of all time, I think. Actually, I just realized something. Is Slayer Leech universal or is it attack leech? I hope I need to get some just generic leech somehow. Oh, it's so good, dude. Unless he was. You don't have to click weapon swap twice though, you just click it once and then boom. Alright, so I've been getting a lot of questions on how this build works. This is not a full build guide, but just for the meantime, well, I'm only level 81, so I can't really make a full guide yet. I will within the next few days, but for now I'll just give it like a high level overview. So the build revolves around these boots. It gives you minimum charges are equal to maximum while stationary, but you might see that it is not actually equipped. Well, it is, but it's redded out because I don't have the attribute requirements. This is intended. So the boots. We stack a lot of power charges on the build, and then our frenzy charges are equal to our power charges, and then also we're Slayer, so our endurance charges are equal to our frenzy charges, so we have equal of all charge types. And then we're stacking as many of those we can. I don't have that many right now. I have 10, which is super easy to achieve. I think 12 is the limit of where it's pretty easy to achieve, and then above that you need power charge rings, which is kind of pricey, but besides that, everything is relatively cheap right now. So the boots, the way it works. So there is a bug, or maybe it's not a bug, but it's the way it works. I'm calling it a bug. It is bugged. No, it's not bugged. Do not nerf this. Well, you can nerf it next league, just not this league. GG, please. Please leave this in for the rest of the league. But yeah, it's a pretty egregious bug, honestly. It's really crazy. It's probably the craziest, just straight up completely bugged build. Only works because of a bug I've seen in a while. So you see the boots are red. This is intentional. So what we do is when we weapon swap, for a split second, it like thinks the boots are on. For like one single server tick, it's probably the way it checks your gear when you weapon swap and stuff. So when you weapon swap, it will give you the charges. Not only will it give you the charges, since the boots are red, you can move around and the charges don't even disappear. So, and you see, I can just keep refreshing them whenever you run around. They'll never go away until you discharge, and then you discharge, and then you weapon swap, and you got your charges back. And then, yeah, there you go, you get the gist. That is how it works. It's nothing to do with losing or gaining attributes. It seems like a lot of people think the weapon swap will change your attributes. It does not. It is solely because of this weapon swap bug. And yeah, that is about it. That's how the build functions. Real guide coming soon. TM. So the weapon swapping, when you first hear that, oh, you have to weapon swap, that probably doesn't sound very good. But it really isn't that annoying. If you like 2-button builds, this is essentially just a 2-button build, and I love 2-button builds, so this is like perfect for me. So you can just rebind your weapon swap keys, so you don't have to press X or W or whatever the default is. I switched mine to R because it's pretty nice to press, and then you just can swap. You cast your discharge, you swap, so you just swap, discharge, swap, discharge, swap, discharge. That's all there is to it. Now, since you are weapon swapping, you need 2 void batteries and 2 Malchi's loops. Since you're swapping and you don't want to have to swap twice, because that'd be a lot more annoying if you had to swap twice and then discharge, but nope, just have to do it once. There is one thing with this build, it's kind of pay to win. So if you do not have this planetary orb effect thing I have, so you get the charges, right? Every time you discharge, you're gonna hear all your charges going away. The more charges you have, the more annoying it will be. So, but I found out if you have this MTX planetary orb, it doesn't make the noise. Or makes it once, but not like a bajillion times. So, little tip there. Dude, look at the tooltip damage, dude, already. I don't even have good gear. This is like 5C. This is the dumbest thing ever.